Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you all are having a great weekend. We're going to go over this article real quick. So, we hadn't really covered this, but this is 19 banks report the purchase of XRP. It's actually a few days old, but never really covered this and thought it would be good to cover. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to look at XLM and we're going to be looking at XRP. We're getting conflicting signals. We have a golden cross, the 250 MA right here, but we also have this price action pattern. So we'll get to the charts in a minute. Let's go over this article real quick. Excuse me. We'll get back over there. So, here it is over here. The Basel Committee, Banking Supervision, BCBS, a globally recognized authority on banking regulations, recently released a comprehensive report shedding the light on involvement of its 45 member central banks in the realm of cryptocurrencies, particularly XRP. The report not only underscores the growing significance of digital assets in the financial landscape, but also highlights the varied exposures to varied exposure levels of central banks worldwide. Over the past 5 years, the BCBS has actively engaged in analytical and supervisory initiatives in response to the proliferation of cryptocurrencies. One notable stride is this direction is the implementation of cutting-edge crypto data collection template. Excuse me, signaling a commitment to stay ahead of the rapidly evolving financial landscape. The report reveals 19 central banks out of 45 members have submitted data related to their crypto asset holdings. Notably, the geography distribution of these banks indicates a substantial presence from North America, with 10 banks followed by 7 from Europe and 2 from other regions. In total, these banks collectively reported exposure amounting a staggering 9.4 billion euro or 10.27 billion in crypto assets, US dollars. However, what sets this report apart is the revelation that the distribution of crypto exposures is far from uniform among reporting banks. In a striking revelation, BCBS disclosed that merely 2 banks account for over 50% of total exposure, while an additional 4 banks represent just under 40 of the remaining exposures. This uneven distribution underscores the varied approaches and risk appetites among central banks when it comes to cryptocurrencies. In the midst of this evolving landscape, Rincon Network, a dynamic player in the crypto sphere, is making waves in its expansion into over 130 countries, including the influential United States of America. The network has not only gained substantial global traction, but has also experienced a meteoric rise in the value of its native token, RNT. So we had talked about this before, and this had came up on a different article we were talking about. Rincon's network, native token RNT, has witnessed an extraordinary surge, soaring by more than 3,000% this past week alone. This impressive growth has caught the attention of investors in wider crypto community, solidifying RNT's position as a noteworthy player in the market. Adding another layer of significance to Rincon's network, recent achievements and insider source has confirmed that RNT has been granted a non-security status by the network's legal team. This development is crucial in navigating the complex regulatory landscape surrounding cryptocurrencies. The non-security status not only bolsters confidence among investors, but also positions RNT as a utility token with a broader use case with the Rincon network ecosystem. It represents a strategic move by Rincon to align itself with regulatory requirements while fostering innovation and growth within the crypto space. As central banks grapple with the next complexities of crypto exposures, Rincon's ascent and the remarkable performance of RNT serve as a testament to the dynamism and resilience of the digital asset landscape. The BCBS report, coupled with the success story of Rincon Network, underscores the need for continued vigilance and adaptability in an era where traditional financial institutions intersect with the burgeoning burgeoning world of cryptocurrencies. I've never seen this word before in my life. There's a lot of funny words in here, but whatever this means, let me know. Let me know if anybody's ever heard of this word right here. Drop a comment. Let's see what it is. In other news, this stuff, you guys didn't really. All I do on here is go to Twitter. My fundamental knowledge, it's like a evolving always. I didn't actually start doing confluence between technical and fundamental analysis until, well, I did it about 2-3 years ago, but I didn't make a habit of it. I was trading Forex, and it was just so much to go and find out the macro economics of the world, because you're trading currency pairs. So I just always stayed up to date with the dollar. So anyways, I'm no professional by any means, and so none of this is financial advice, but I do have over 5 years experience in trading and doing analysis. Combining the two can be difficult in Forex. That's why a lot of people trading Forex will just choose one pair or a couple of pairs so they can follow the economic status of the opposing currencies that they're exchanging. But anyways, with cryptocurrencies, it's kind of like they're in a league of their own. They're kind of moving by themselves. Yeah, they're following stocks, interest rates and things like that can affect them, but it's a lot easier to get on here and see, what is going on in the macro and go to the charts and match it up. We'll go over here and look at what's trending. XRPL is trending. So you can go up here for you. So this is special for me. What's trending? So this is going to be out of all categories. I just wanted to show this real quick. So, if you wanted to start doing your own, I actually have a tweet deck that I need to get installed. So a tweet deck is Twitter, but when you're on your home page, it continuously feeds the new posts. So you don't have to go searching through it. You can have it pulled up, and as long as you're following the right people. I was in a hedge fund program as a mentee and a student, and they gave us 300 people to follow. So if you want to come over to my profile, look at what's trending. I'll show you real quick. So it's Jacob Beaver at Jacob Beaver 13. If you want to go and follow the people that I'm following, there are 300 connections there that I got from a hedge fund. So they are people that are going to be getting information fast and reliable information. So as far as global macro events and things like that, I get that stuff. With the cryptos, I am following some people in cryptos, but let me know your top 5 people to follow for crypto on Twitter, X. Maybe we could swap. You can get my hedge fund people. I need some crypto people. Those people weren't really into crypto, and I tell you, it was experience being a retail trader and going into a hedge fund and learning. I honestly, to this particular one, it was Bovell Macro Global, so I would not recommend, if you're a retail trader, to go in there. When I went in there anyway, so this is what I do. I just wanted to show you real quick. You can click on one. So this is my span of, experience with this in the crypto space is not as good as Forex, but as far as connections go. So let's go right here. We're on the XRP chart. We're getting conflicting signals. I put a post out this morning. So we had an Adam and Eve on the hour. Okay, it completed right here in this break. This break right here. Well, here's the cross, the golden cross. Let's talk about it first. We have a golden cross of the 50 simple moving average and the 200 exponential moving average, or smooth MA. I need to change that. Anyways, it was a golden cross either way, and so this is conflicting because this is a bullish reversal pattern. This is flashing a bullish signal showing that momentum is changing, because we're having a cross from the 200 MA is a longer term moving average, so it tracks the average price on a larger scale. This one's 50. So when the smaller time scale comes up from underneath over the 200, that's showing that the nearer term momentum has surpassed the longer term. So since it's a lower term moving average, for it to surpass a 200 moving average, a broader one, that's showing that more recently price has picked up, and that's why they call it a golden cross. Anyways, this is a simple reversal pattern. One thing why I would not get into this personally is because this wick, and again, don't buy or sell anything just because we're looking at it here, is because this wick is bigger than this body. So for price action pattern, I would need to see, let's see, so the wick is 0.34%. The body's 0.29. So, we didn't get into a short on XRP. Where was it? And it actually played out really nice in the channel. It was right here. So we still have our inverse head and shoulders right here. We still are outside the channel, but this is looking like a market maker move to me. Let me get rid of this. So let me know what y'all think. And also, if you have a picture or something you want to share, if you're seeing this on Facebook and you want to share your analysis, feel free to drop your analysis in the comments. If you ever have any questions or anything about this stuff, if you're new, then we do have an educational platform just for beginners. It's a live community, live market updates, trading signals, so they're trades that we're actually taking. We always suggest everyone to learn on a demo account. If you want to get in, then just holler. It's a great time to get in. There's a lot happening. If you can get on the brink of this stuff, crypto is still early. It could be life-changing. But anyway, so we had this channel. You can see these green lines. That's the channel. We broke out of the channel, retest the channel, came up. But here's the thing. So we went from down here. We broke the channel, retest, and then we came up here, and we got a reversal pattern. So typically, like in Forex anyways, and I've seen it here in crypto too, on Bitcoin, we caught several market maker moves. This is pretty much backwards from what people would do. But these are bank moves. These are banks and hedge funds that do this. So they'll do this. There'll be a price act. Let me get rid of some of this stuff right here so we can see more clearly. I like to look at moving averages, but there's nothing better than price action. So let's take this out of here. And price action, for those of you that are new, this is just like the action of price. So that is pretty much a tell-all almost when it comes to technical analysis. One thing that's different that you're not going to be able to catch on just technical analysis alone with price action is being able to see potential in the future and changes in momentum in buying and selling. So for this move right here, we would have to, this is our signature, are part of our signature strategy. So one thing that we have to have with a move like this, and actually we hadn't even put this in the course yet. I used to trade this years ago in Forex, and we killed it with this. Then COVID happened, Novid, not going to get started on that. But with COVID and it threw me. It like the markets, the sentiment, and everything changed in the market. So, and then that was around the time that I got into the hedge fund and started learning. So the markets were changing sentiment, and I was in a place that was telling me, well, just one of the guys, like the head guy there, he was like technical analysis, trend lines and stuff like that is a joke, whatever, all this stuff all the time. You know, it really screwed up with my beliefs and my experiences when they were telling me that, and having a hedge fund tell me that. And by the way, it's complete BS. You can be consistently profitable just with price action. You don't have to know anything about global macro events. If you have a semi-decent strategy and a great risk management plan, then and you're good at executing, then you can kill it with just technicals. You're going to suffer more losses doing just technicals and not having the fundamentals in there, but you know, and so you have to have a stronger. You have to be more resilient, definitely, because when you add fundamentals to price action or technical analysis, then you're intertwining what is actually behind the price, driving the price, and the behavior of price action. So anyways, a lot of times what will happen is, so this is a weekly support, is that we'll get a breach of a channel like this. Let me get these MAs off of here. Okay, so you totally don't need MAs if you know how to read price action. But to get an early entry, we do need another indicator to help us, because our entry is early on this, very early, way up here. We would have got in here. You know, it's looking tempting. See, they do this for a couple of reasons. Well, one reason mainly to get money. But so we break structure, whatever structure that is. It could be a zone, it could be a major trend. On this example, this is a descending channel. So a lot of times what will happen is they'll give a false breakout and you see a price action pattern out here. And so we enter out here. We would enter out here. And I'll tell you what, when moves like this happen, I don't know about this right now on XRP, so don't buy or sell anything. But in Forex, we straight up killed it with this. While I was in the hedge fund, we were using this, and when we would get on calls with them, one day we had 27 positions hit target and 0 losses within 24 hours using this. So, and we would get on with them, and they're like, we took like 6 trades or whatever. Or this one guy, he's kind of a douchebag, to be honest. But anyways, I still listen to him because he's very, very, very knowledgeable when it comes to economics and all that stuff. But anyway, so what will happen is they trigger buyers from the breakout, and they, freaking drag them down, hit anyone going long, and a lot of times also this will happen too. Again, I'm speaking from Forex, but because I haven't really ever tried it on, I have done here, but I have not tracked it like I did on, you will see it go the other direction. So it's like a whiplash. So they're totally just manipulating the market intentionally to get an outlet for their orders. So the more liquidity, the more stop losses hit, the more limit orders that are hit and drugged to the grave, the bigger their pockets get, and they do it like in a big whiplash, and it'll freaking it gets you the best risk to reward. See up here, just for example, I didn't really plan on going into this, but it is what it is. I just wanted to show the possibility of something else maybe happening. The risk to reward on this stuff, sometimes we just take it to the center of the channel. Right here, it's a 1 to 5.43. A lot of times, last position, we're targeting the other side of the structure, and so it'd nearly be a 1 to 10 right here. And this stop loss is actually, maybe you could use it like this. So again, not financial advice, not financial advice. Let's take a look at XLM. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens to these today. XLM, we shared this on the video last night, and XLM's clearly ahead of XRP. So this is not a signal, even though we put it in our signals group. We don't like to put signals out in public to the general public that don't understand, because what you got to understand is, and even people that are in our group or taking signals, if you're taking signals, period, you got to understand this. Because this is why you can't not be, this is why you cannot take signals and be consistently profitable. I mean, if you do, you're very, it doesn't happen often. I mean, you have to be there, because risk management plays a key. So if I'm trading a $100,000 account and someone else is trading a $500 account, and they see my position size like in a screenshot or something like that, or they just don't know, okay, forget all that. Let's just say they don't know risk management, but they're taking signals. You know, if I have a $100,000 account, I'm going to use a lot different leverage with this play than they're going to use. Like, they may not know what kind of leverage to use. Most people don't. Most retail traders that are just beginning do not know what to do. So when it comes to that, and also I don't ever know, nobody ever knows which ones are going to play out. This thing could hit the stop loss in a heartbeat. Okay, that's what the risk is there for. I mean, that's what your stop loss is there for. And measuring and accepting that risk is not something that a lot of people want to take the time to do. I know I didn't want to take the time to do it. It took me 3 years to fully understand, like, hey, this is mathematics. If I accidentally, if I just guess right here and this is a wide stop loss, and let's just say I'm using a standard lot right here on XRP or XLM, whatever. Let's say my risk is unknown. It's unknown. But let's say, for instance, I lost and it happened to be, you know, $1,000 on a $10,000 account. And then, you know, I have a win go through, but I used the same lot for, you know, a position where I used a smaller lot on a position where the stop loss was bigger and my target was less. So that using the bigger stop loss, you're going to be out of there. And if you hit, you're still not going to make up for the loss that you would make on others. These got to line up. These have to line up. But anyways, you guys, I didn't really want to get into risk management. We are going to be finishing that this next coming week up in the group, and we are going to be sharing some of it on our Trading Success Forex page on Facebook. So if you're not following us there on Facebook, be sure to like and follow. Let me bring this over here. The goal is to educate, I'm no guru, but I have been doing this for over 5.5 years, and this wasn't like ever a part-time gig for me. You got to understand that. I'm not saying that I'm, freaking veteran, because veterans are 20 years, over 10 years for sure. To say you're a veteran, I'm not. But, so this is our Forex page. We have yet to cover Forex on here. We just started using this page, but be sure to like and follow. We put updates here on here. We put the videos here, so if you're on Facebook, it's more convenient. Like this right here, we didn't put this on the YouTube channel. Also, if you are seeing this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to Win with Ryan. And so I'm going to show this real quick. So these are the latest videos. Also, we are about to start dropping Forex in Trading Success Forex. We just started this. We just started this group, or not this group, but this channel right here. But if you trade Forex and you're into Forex, then make sure and come over here. See, we got 11 subscribers. Help us get these subscribers up. We want to, we're going to be sharing stuff that people charge thousands of dollars for on here. And I'm not playing like, I'm not boasting about stuff. I'm telling you the truth. People do not show you all of trading on YouTube. You know, some of this information people will pay thousands of dollars for. So be sure to like and follow us on Trading Success Forex. You won't regret it. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just telling you, if you're serious about this stuff and you want to learn and you're by yourself trying to figure this out on YouTube, then you're in for a long, hard, painful experience. I'm just telling the truth right now. So you got to get in somewhere and be with the community of people that, number one, believe the same things that you believe and that have similar goals. If you're out there by yourself, lone wolves don't get fed. All right, so back to the signals. If you have questions, just drop a message, drop a comment. You know, say, hey, I went in, whatever, and we'll get you into our private group if you want to learn more about this stuff, because we're showing everything in full detail, in order, in our educational platform. And we're also doing live signals, trading reviews and things. So the reason why you cannot be consistently profitable with signals, because you don't know the rest of the protocol. What happens right here in this scenario? Okay, so we got close to the first target. If we got a reversal sign right here, what will we do? Is that it? I don't know. You don't know that about us. It's in our trading plan. That's something else that you get when you come into the group. So what is the protocol for trading after you press the signal button? How do you measure risk to make sure that you don't get a giant loss out of nowhere after you've been winning, you know, and wipe out all your profits? How do you make this stuff balanced? How do you combine all this stuff without all the unnecessary stuff that you see? You know, not saying there's not good information on YouTube. Obviously, we're dropping value. There's a ton of people dropping value in there. But when it comes to risk management, there's stuff that we have in our group that I have not seen anywhere on YouTube. And it's 100% essential. There's no way around it. You have to follow this stuff to be consistently profitable for years, months, and years. So anyways, you guys, you're not going to be around or able to do this, to follow every signal, even if you did know the risk management, because who's sitting at their computer all day just waiting for signals? You know, you got to know how to manage a trade. You have to possess this stuff. So when things happen in the market on a position, you have a protocol to follow, and you stick by that protocol, and you stand by it like you do the Bible or something. Like that's your job, to follow a trading plan. It's not to make money. It's to follow a trading plan. Playbook, you know, with your plays. So when it comes to a specific type of, and this is something else that are not included. It's not included in signals. I haven't seen this information, so I really didn't plan on going here, but here we are. Another thing that they don't show you on YouTube is that say you have a specific setup. Let's take this descending channel into support, forming into head and shoulders. Okay, let's say you see that setup and you play that setup. Let's say you even know the win to loss ratio on that setup. Let's say it's 75. It's about 75% of the time that this plays out. You know, but where do you get in? Where do you exit? Okay, let's say since it's 75% win to loss ratio, you assign it a certain percentage. So let's say that's a B plus or an A trade. Okay, so you assign it 1.5% risk, right? But you go take another signal and another signal that's from another setup, and back in behind the scenes, something that we're not going to just go and explain on the signals is that, let's say that we had an A plus trade, or actually let's say that it was a C trade. Let's say that it played out 60% of the time, the scenario. And let's say that it was just for example, a double tops or double bottoms. Okay, we're not going to be using 1.5% leverage. We're going to be using maybe 1% or 0.75%, because the win to loss ratio needs to line up with risk management. You got to get numbers on all this stuff. Out of 500 times, how many times does this scenario play out? How many times does a double top play out? You got to figure that stuff out, and it's per instrument. Okay, if you don't want to go through all that and you want a strategy that already has the numbers, and you can just learn one strategy. There's a saying, Bruce Lee says this. He said, I don't fear the man that tried 1,000 kicks once. He said, fear the person that has practiced one kick. Oh, I think it was 10,000. I don't fear the man that practiced 10,000 kicks one time, but I fear the man that practiced one kick 10,000 times. So get somewhere where you know one strategy and focus on that until you go to other stuff. Going and trying all this other different strategy stuff, like, you're going to take a lifetime. Start with one strategy that you know is proven. Master that strategy so you don't have to go tangling with all kinds of different numbers, percentages, and stuff that you need to be risking on your account per trade. It's too much of a headache while you're starting. Start with one that has already been tested. We have that inside of the course. Okay, so you'll know how much percent to risk, and you'll learn about risk management, and you won't be, you'll have a giant leap on that people don't listen. This is another thing. I didn't listen to half of the stuff that my mentor told me, 3 years into trading, until I finally looked at stuff, started looking at stuff, like the stuff that really, really matters. This chart stuff, we go over these charts, but this is not near as important as risk. I mean, it is, but psychology is a huge, huge, huge factor in trading, if not the number one thing. Psychology, risk management strategies. Technical strategies are a dime a dozen, but you can have a crappy technical strategy if your execution's is good, and you use good risk management and your psychology is on point. You will be consistently profitable, even if the strategy is at a 40% win to loss ratio. So you need to start doing these things from the beginning. If you're an existing trader now and you're stuck and you're still trading with, let's say a standard on every single trade that you play, and you're not consistently profitable, then something you need help. And don't let the ego stop you from saying, hey, I need some help. Maybe this person knows something that I don't know, because this stuff can destroy your emotions, your psychology, your finances, your health, everything, if you don't understand this stuff and are prepared for it. Anyways, you guys, I really didn't plan on going into that today, but it just came up, so let it roll. This stuff is really serious. We take it serious. We're not about driving up hype and FOMO, all this stuff. We want to give you the best news. It's our goal, and the best analysis that we can. We don't go too much into the intricacies of risk management and psychology in order. That's what we have a platform for. So if you want to get in that, you want to take it a step further, then just reach out, drop a comment, and we will get with you and get you in there as fast as possible. So anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for now. Going to be watching this. We dropped this last night. We had a ascending triple bottom on XLM. It came up close to the take profit. We could see a pullback. This is what I'm looking for on this. Now that we have came up to this level, I'm looking for maybe this to happen. So boom, to have a round it out over here. And foresight is something that someone's like, you can't predict the markets. Like, we're not predicting the markets. And someone's essay the other day, we're not predicting the markets, okay? It's not what we're doing. Like, you can't predict the market. It's like doing that. No, but you gotta be looking ahead. Foresight, discipline play a huge role in trading. No, you don't get it right 100% of the time, but if your risk management's on point and your strategy's on point, then you'll get it enough to where you're consistently profitable. So here's this. This is actually what I'm kind of looking for. Last night when we were on the call, it didn't come up here. We were like right here. But anyways, here we are. I'm looking for maybe this to happen, or a freaking shoot through the thing. So 121.76, so 12 cents. Look for a break into, say 12.5 cents up here, would make this a lot more convincing. Also watching this 4-hour support down here where we caught right here and we started to move sideways. We missed this supporting trend down here, started moving sideways. So maybe looking for if price action comes down here to the 11.5 cent area on XLM, then I'm going to be watching for some kind of structure, some kind of accumulation phase, and a breakout some way. If not, then we'll see how it goes if it comes to these lower levels. If we go down past 11 cents, let's just say if we go break 11 cents, then set to take it from there. We'll look for that stuff down there. Anyways, you guys, or if we get a price action pattern showing up here that we're going to go down, then might take advantage of that. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Didn't really plan on going into that stuff today. Hope that you are having a great weekend. Again, if you have any questions or want to get going, don't hesitate. Just, reach out and ask. If you got a question, be glad to help the best that we can over questions and comments and Messenger and stuff. But we do have a platform where everything is in order, ready for you to go. Anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for now. Hope that y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and we will holler at y'all later. See ya.